Hello there, Teamers, Trainers, and Domesticators, and welcome back to Vox Syreni. Hi! It has been a while since I've last done an unboxing and since I last streamed, and I'm very sorry about that. I've been moving recently, which means that in all the moving boxes and the stress of just getting things packed and unpacked and stuff like that, my setup is just not ready. This entire recording is being done on my phone, so it might have a different quality to it. So I decided, we're gonna do this unboxing, and we'll get back to streaming sometime next month, I hope. Should have everything unpacked by then. But for now, this is what we're doing. Dragon of Courage and Wolf of Friendship. We're starting with the Dragon of Courage one. As you can see from the box, it is a black starter deck. So let's go and find out what's in it. And I did that thing I usually do where I don't prep the box beforehand. So we got some stickers to remove because those get in the way. So about that. I also don't have a chair in here, so I'm like standing up, which is really awkward, because that means I'm so close to knocking over the camera, like literally at all times. My arm's basically up here, as opposed to being down here when I'm seated, which is like right where the camera is. I also assume that my face is right in front of the camera, well, my phone, so I hope that doesn't result in too many spikes. As I said, quality might be different today. I'm also unsure about what I'm gonna do for thumbnail without my setup to make the, what's it called, without the ability to use Photoshop the way I usually do. So, we've got the cards. But before we get to the cards, I actually want to have a look at the paper playmat. We haven't really gotten paper playmats in the starter decks before. These sets, I know they are half a year old by now, but mind you, I have not done an unboxing in quite a while, so actual paper playmats, which is kind of nice. I feel like paper playmats is something that should come with most, if not all, TCG starter decks. They're not great for long-term use, but they're fun for collectors, and having something that shows where to put your things can be really helpful for a beginner. Oh my god, it's a double-sided one too! That's pretty neat! Sorry about the sudden quiet. I was thinking to myself, would this be a good poster in my new home? Might. So that's pretty neat. Let's use that on this playmat for now. So I want to point out is the memory area up here, which is just a really, really nice touch. Really useful. Not all playmats had that early on in the game's run. So the fact that they added it here in the paper playmat, really good touch. Really nice touch. So, here we got the cards. Starting with a Koromon. Once per turn, when an attack target is switched, this Digimon gets plus 1000 DP until end of turn. That's actually really good. Attack target switching happens when most often when someone blocks, which is what black does the most. So basically, having that as an inherited on a blocker can be really good. So then you switch the target, and you have the plus 1000. Agumon. This one has cost 0 from Koromon, but also cost 0 from level 2 babies. So, but it does mean it can evolve from like red Koromons and green Koromon and yellow Koromon. There's Koromon in a lot of colors. Starting your main phase, your opponent has a Digimon gain 1 memory. That's really good. And Inherited all turns once per turn. When an attack target is switched, gain 1 memory. That's also pretty neat. Gaining memories on the opponent's turn is generally really strong. Toyagumon, and this one has reboot as it's as an inherited, and I'm just gonna assume you guys know what reboot means because, you know, no need to explain all the keywords. Solamon, unplay, reveal the top card of your deck. If it's a black card, add it to your hand. Trash the rest. That's pretty neat. +1 when played. I think that has its place. A level 3 blocker. Those are always nice. And when it attacks a player, you lose 2 memories. It's one you don't want to attack with, mostly only want to defend with. We've seen that before a lot actually on level 4 blockers. So it's fun to see that downside on a level 3 blocker. Mechanorimon, also a reboot inheritor. A Tankmon with jamming, that's neat. Greymon, this one is foil and it's the same artwork as on the playmat. Same goes with the Agumon that was foil. And it can evolve cost 2 on an Agumon, which means it works pretty well in a mixed color Greymon deck. It can evolve from green Agumon, red Agumon, blue. There's no blue Agumon, there's a yellow Agumon. Oh, actually there is blue Agumon. Let's see here. It has security effect. You can play 1 Agumon or 1 Tamer card with a Tai Kamiya in its name from your hand, or trash without paying its cost. The fact that it also works from trash is really good. Like not needing to have the card inserted on hand, and also if you only drew 1 Tamer in a game for whatever abominable reason, it gets killed by whatever opponent effect, you can still bring it back. So that's pretty neat. And it's a blogger, and it also has the inherited when attack target is switched, gain 1 memory. So I see a little bit of a theme with the new Agumon line with the whole attack target switching thing. Uninherited. Can't really complain about that, that's pretty good. Again, gaining memory in the opponent's turn can end your opponent's turn. That's really strong. Unplayed, leave one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 5 or less. Simple removal effect. Andromon, when Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon. That's really strong. Like a lot of the Digivolution cards I see has like a limit on the size, but this one is just Digivolve it, Digivolve whatever is on the opponent's side, whatever it is. Mega maybe. Like this seems really strong. It might not be by today's standards. I don't know. Like if I haven't opened boosters, I have not kept up with it. So power creep wise, it might not have. But at the time this thing came out, it would have been strong. And that's just retroactively giving some context to my speaking. I don't play competitively. I play casually. And I mostly know about the Digimon cards as I open them up and then do research on that booster before I add it to my cube. And that tends to be how I go about it. So, but yeah, this looks really good. And then reboot inherit. Metal Greymon, the one from the playmat. It has blocker and it evolves at cost 3 from any Greymon, which again makes really neat usage for mixed security A+1. Security A is short for security attack +1. Okay, that's the first time I see that abbreviation, but kudos, save some space on the card text. So inherited, you get to deal more damage. That's pretty neat. And here is the cover card, the boss card of the starter deck, the War Greymon Ace. Hand counter blast Digivolve. When Digimon may Digivolve into this card without paying the cost. Okay. Interesting. Digivolution on the opponent's turn, that's the whole thing that the ace cards were advertised as. This is my first time looking at an ace card in my hand. As I said, I'm a little behind. It has blocker. All turns when a card is removed from a security stack, you may unsuspend this Digimon. Okay, that's pretty nasty. Combined with the other things, like the security plus attack, that this thing can take like 4 security in one turn if it wants to. And of course the Ace Overflow. When this card would move from the battle area on the card to another area, lose 4 memory. So yeah, that's because you can evolve for free, but then you have the underflow instead. So that's basically like what it's called. Basically, you don't pay the memory now, but you pay it later if you use the blast Digivolve effect. So yeah. That brings us to High Andron. It's a blocker and has when Digivolve, delete one of your opponent's Digimon with a play cost of 8 or less. See, that's what I meant. Like, there tends to be some kind of limitation like that. I would still say this thing is stronger than Andromon by the fact that it also has blocker, but also it's a mega, so I probably wouldn't run it. Tai Kamiya! So turn if you have 2 or fewer memories, set to 3, so that's pretty standard memory control. All turns when an attack target is switched by suspending this tamer, draw 1 card, and one of your Digimon gets plus 2000 until the end of the turn. Okay. Cool. How do you suspend this tamer to get to switch the attack target though? Breakthrough Courage. While you have tamer with Tai Kamiya in its card name, you may use this card without meeting its color requirement. Unsuspend one of your Digimon, then one of your Digimon with Greymon in its card name isn't affected by the effects of your opponent's Digimon until the end of your opponent's turn. Okay, a little protection here. Also, I know this art is just a screenshot from the anime, but really good callback. Breakthrough Courage. Man, it's such a good anime. Trident Arm, Digivolve 3 of your opponent's Digimon, then until end of your opponent's turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gains start of your main phase, this Digimon attacks. Dang. Forcing the opponent to attack when you have strong blockers and stuff like that. Not bad. Oh, and I still get really cool memory counters, despite the fact that playmat also has. And here are the rulebook. Nice. Okay. All of that is just pretty damn nice. Man, I like this starter deck. It's packed with a lot of fun stuff. Then we have Wolf of Howling. Let's get into it if I can open it up. For some reason this one really does not want to open. There we go. And like before, let's start by having a look at the playmat. Let's see here, this is a really good looking playmat. And of course on the other side we got the Gabumon line. This is some really good artwork, like dang. Okay. Okay. Starting with Sunomon, whose effect is if you have 6 of your cards in your hand, draw 1. When attacking, it's inherited. That's not bad. On play, draw a card, then trash 1 card. Elect 1. That's pretty standard for purple, but draw 1, trash 1 is better than trash 3 in a lot of circumstances. Like, some cards want quantity, but a lot of the time you want quality. You want to control which cards end up in trash, so the draw 1, trash 1 is really strong. Gabumon. Again, like with the Agumon series, I'm expecting them to have that whole can Digivolve from its most iconic line for basically free. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1 memory, that's the start of turn. When attacking once per turn, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card. Really neat. Tepimon is an inheritor with retaliation, that's really good. Godsmon has retaliation, and when this Digimon attacks an opponent's Digimon, it loses 2 memories. So I think this is what they get instead of a level 3 blocker. They have a card with retaliation that's level 3, but has the same downside for attacking. Interesting. This one is just a blocker. On deletion, gain 1 memory. Garurumon, as I said, Digivolve from any Gabumon. Security, you may play 1 Gabumon and 1 tail with Mad Ishtar from your hand, the trash without paying its cost. That's the same as the Greymon. When Digivolve, draw 1, trash 1. So that's like the Gabumon Alliance thing, draw 1, trash 1. And then it has inherited when attacking, draw 1, trash 1. Okay. Pumpkinmon, you may play 1 purple level 3 Digimon card from your trash without paying the cost. That's pretty neat. Revival stuff. And Mouthmon is a blocker with inherited retaliation. That's really strong. Where Garurumon, when attacking once per turn by trashing 1 card in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon. Okay, that's pretty wild. When attacking once per turn by trashing 1 card in your hand, unsuspend this Digimon. So it also has an inherited that helps you unsuspend the evolved form. That's pretty neat. Let's see here. Hand Counterblast Digivolve. That's the same as Wargreymon, and I assume all Ace Digimon. When Digivolve by trashing up to 3 cards in your hand, gain 1 memory for each card trashed. Damn. When attacking once per turn, you may trash 1 card in your hand to delete 1 of your opponent's Digimon with the lowest level. And then it has Overthrow -4. When Digivolving, draw 1 card, then trash 1 card. And also it's once per turn. When one of your effect trashes a card in your hand, you may play 1 level 4 lower purple Digimon card from a trash without paying the cost. Ooh, it's kind of neat. I probably wouldn't run it. Mad Ishtar, the start of turn if you have 2 memory control. All turns, when one of your effect trashes a card in your hand by suspending this tamer, gain 1 memory. Okay, now again back to the whole how do I suspend him with effect. Lament of Friendship, also good callback, can be played as long as you have Mad Ishtar regardless of color. Return 1 Digimon card from your trash to your hand, then one of your Digimon with Garurumon in its card name gains on deletion, play this card without paying the cost until the end of your opponent's turn. That's pretty neat. Then you can what's called play more recklessly with that Garurumon and then still have it back. Or even do mutual destruction into something. Delete 1 of your opponent's level 5 or lower Digimon. A little bit on the expensive side though, at the 4 memory, but then again, nah, level 5 or lower is just usually not enough of a threat for that to be worth it. And here are the memory counters. They look really good. And the rulebook. So yeah, that is it for today. Thank you all so much for watching. I can't look more forward to when we return to the usual setup and can stream again. But yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed that. And with all that said and done, I will be spawning out. Bye!